Hi, my name's Ming, and today I'll be talking about my 6A35 final project idea, which is a multimodal video control scheme. So let's say, purely hypothetically, that I missed my 1806 lecture earlier today, and I'm watching the video to try to catch up. So to start, I will press play or pause, and this is a screenshot, so I won't be interacting directly with it, but once I do that, I'll just let it go. And let's say around half an hour in, there's a concept that I don't completely get on the first go, and he's boxed it, so it must be important. How would I go back to when he first started this explanation? Well, I could click, somewhere around here, maybe. I don't completely know how long ago it was or, how far horizontally he would start. So let's say I just click somewhere along there and I get to here. Now, this is closer, but still not where I want to go. So now from here, I will, hold down my cursor and slowly slide it to the left while looking at the timestamp until I get to where I want to go. And this is a pretty slow process because I am trying to move my cursor horizontally while also paying attention to what's happening on the screen. And let's say, I don't know, at around 28:30, that's around where I want to be, and so I'll let it play back and continue. And then let's say after that second round of explanation, I still don't know what's going on, and so I want to go back. Well, then I recognize that it was a little bit before 29 minutes, and so, I'll resume the process of clicking around where I want to be until I get to a good starting point. And later on, if I watch this video again, I'll have to do that whole process over again. There's no way of kind of isolating where concepts of interest are in a video to seek to. Now, if you've taken any UI or UX classes, you might have heard of Fitts law, which states that the amount of time it takes for someone to move their cursor to a specific point on the screen is proportional to the distance divided by how small the target is. And in video, the targets are all pretty small. It makes sense. You want to focus on what's going on your screen. But as a result, the play button's small, the cursor's small, you're dragging horizontally across a very vertically thin area. And, there are some keyboard controls, but those kind of vary across platforms and don't always behave consistently. I propose a gestural and vocal video control system that makes use of points of reference to help users more easily navigate between points of interest in a video. So here's how it would work. You would hover your hand over the leap motion sensor on your desk and make a tapping motion to create a waypoint at whatever timestamp in the video you are at. So in this case, at around 31 minutes. Then you could pinch and drag your fingers to seek and scrub to whichever point in the video you would like to be at. You could then make a second tapping motion to denote a second point. Now, you have these two references, and so if you say, go forward, it will automatically seek to the next waypoint, and you can say, go back, without any context, to seek to the previous waypoint. This gives the system some points of reference to navigate around and make it easier for you to keep track of where in the video you were interested. So in terms of implementation, I plan to make a web app with an embedded YouTube video player. This removes the issues of hosting videos, having basic video controls, and the API has all the controls I need, including play and pause and seek, which will be the bulk of this work. And inputs will be gestures from a leap motion, audio from a laptop microphone, and the typical keyboard and mouse. So a lot of the tools used in this project will be the same as the ones we used in the Multimodal Battleship mini project, including the Leap SDK for gesture inputs and gesture recognition, and the Web Speech API to handle spoken inputs. The output will be a video in the browser that has additional waypoints displayed that users can interact with by pointing to and speaking commands. In terms of current progress, the setup is, as mentioned before, relatively similar to the Battleship project, and so I have the leap motion and the web speech API, and I've verified that the YouTube API has all the functionality I need. So I hope to evaluate the system in two ways. One is more holistically, in terms of if the user enjoys having these capabilities or if it's more trouble than it's worth. And second is more quantitatively, in terms of how quickly they can complete certain seeking and navigation tasks. So in the first category, I would want the user to experiment with the waypoint functionality and watch a video, create 2 waypoints, and then later show me those 2 segments that they wanted to watch again. And then the second would be to navigate to specific points in the video and to navigate between them and give me feedback on how that feels. And the second would be to give them a list of very specific tasks to complete and have them do it several times with just a mouse and several times using the gesture and controls, and see if that's any faster or more natural, and get feedback that way. Thank you very much.